morning, it's Rick from Wall Glamour and it's 7:15 heading 7:15 a.m. that is, heading up to Newcastle. I've been on the road probably about 30 minutes, but was up at 6, then I had to go and load the van up at the studio. So yeah, it's an early start for me, not normal, because I am not normally in the van doing the installation, but we've got 2 projects on today. So Zach and Jamie are heading down to Birmingham to meet up with Liam to do an install this evening, whereas I'm having to head north to do this installation in Newcastle for one of our good clients, Grosvenor Interiors. It's in a hospital up there. In fact, it's 2 projects, so a staff room and a ward room at the Freeman Hospital in Newcastle. So I just thought I would do a day in the life and keep you updated on what I'm doing. We're a little bit further down the road now. As you can see from my window, it is light outside. It's nearly 8:30. I've done okay, got a good move on until we were about 16 miles away from Newcastle now, and the traffic is pretty much a crawl. Unfortunately, that means it's pushed on my arrival time. Originally, I had set it so that I was going to be here before 9 a.m, which was when we agreed with the client, but it looks like with this traffic, Monday morning traffic, should have really worked that one out. So we're not very much further down the road, but as it's very slow, as you can see from my window again, I thought I'd just do what to do when you're driving. So obviously, as a really what is a computer geek, I find it quite frustrating to be in a van sometimes not doing anything. So I'm always listening to podcasts or audiobooks, mainly audiobooks, because it's easier to have them downloaded prior to going on the trip. But yeah, I'll often listen to Tim Ferriss and other businessy sort of self-improvement type podcasts. Rarely ever listen to anything that's story based. It's usually info based, so learning. And at the moment I'm listening to the audiobook, which is Ready, Fire, Aim by Michael Masterson. I had to get that on the screen. Alright, that's me all signed in now. Got my board, got my high vis on, got my shoes on. Now I'm back at the van, so I'm just going to get all my stuff, and then we'll get up to the site, and there you go. So this is my tools, everything's in there. The box goes on top, well, the steps, and then the box goes on top. So see you up there. Okay, I'm on site now, and this is the wall I'm installing onto. As you can see from my, there's a photograph, that's the wall that I'm going to be installing into. So once I've set up, I've got everything out of the box, I will crack on. Because this is a cancer ward, they ask that you wear your mask still, so because obviously there'll be people on here that have got depleted immune systems and stuff. So I'm going to talk quietly because there's a lot of sort of staff around and things, so if I don't say much, this is me starting now. So this is the wall from here to here, but the first thing to do is, especially when clients have supplied the dimensions, just to double check everything is right before we take anything off the wall. So it's 3527 by 271. 1.2. So that'd be 3.6. So yeah, that's good. So yeah, we're good. So the mural that we've got is 3.6 meters, and the wall is 3.527. So we always add a bit extra. And the floor to ceiling height is 2.7, and this is 2.750. So we've got plenty there as well, because we'll be cutting a bit off. So that's me, and now I'm going to prepare the wall, which means scraping it all, moving all the stuff out of the way, taking the TV off, and then cracking on basically.
that's me done. As you can see, that was easy. That was a lot harder, which you might have seen the amount of time on the time lapse that it was taking. But yeah, all done. Quite happy with that as a project goes. So now I'm on to my next job. Okay, I'm on to my next project. Again, I'm speaking quietly because there's someone in the room next door. And it's quite a quiet wall, this one. But I've got to put a mural on this wall, and then right here, which I'll flip the camera around, there's a circle graphic to go on the wall as well. So I'm going to do what I did on the last one, which is basically scrape the wall top to bottom. And then I'm going to start measure everything, make sure everything is good. In fact, I should measure everything first, just so you don't scrape the wall if the graphic is definitely too small. So measure the wall, make sure it's right, and then scrape the wall, and then get on with the fitting. Right, so that wall done. I'm pretty happy with that again. Oops. I think it's a pretty good match. I don't know if you can see the seam. We do a 5mm overlap, but I think if you look in there, you probably struggle to see where the overlap is, which is when you know you've done a good job. Obviously here it's a bit more obvious because you've got the shadow, but that's quite happy with that. Right, so now I'm going to place you down here and do this circle. And that's me done. So all I've got to do now is tidy up the rubbish, hoover up, put your room straight, take some photographs. But that's me done for the day. I'll next see you in the van. Now, pack the van, just need to sign out and pay for parking, and then I'm done. Right then, that's me done. Now I'm going to head back to Yorkshire, and hopefully I'll have a better trip this time, but I'll speak to you on the way. Oh, it's one of these things on these projects where I get really dehydrated because the hospitals are usually really hot, really warm, so you come away a little bit sticky and then very dehydrated. But on my way back now, I've got a 2-hour drive in front of me. Should be home by about 3:15, something like that, depending on traffic. But I have rang the client before I set off. I also WhatsApped them the images of the finished project, and I've called my office to let them know that I'm on my way back as well. So that is all the parts of the puzzle done today. Now I just got to get home. So I'll see you when I'm there. And that's me back in the studio. So made it back 2 hours and a bit, I think it was. But I'm back in the studio now. No one else here. I just saw Becky, she was here, but she's just left. So for the day, so I got a quick catch up with her, and then Jamie and Zach and Liam are all on their way to the project in Birmingham. That's going to be 2 evenings worth of work. We don't often work evenings, but sometimes we just got to do that. So, but yeah, that's me here in the studio. I have landed. I might just do a few catch-up things and then I'll be gone because I actually left my computer at home, and that's the downside of having a laptop. No computers. Everyone just takes them home. So, right, off we go. Goodbye.